When you're studying for an important exam, you probably ask your mom to make you a cup of coffee so you can keep awake. What's coffee's unique ingredient that perks people up? Let's find out. Hello everyone, I am Zayan. Welcome to my channel Learning Turn. The coffee bush was first discovered in Ethiopia, an African country, in the 9th century. It was said that an Ethiopian goatherd found his goats behaving strangely after eating the coffee berries. Coffee was introduced to Arabia in the 1600s. But what keeps us awake when we drink coffee? In 1820, Swiss chemist Friedrich Burange analyzed the coffee bean and discovered that it contained caffeine. The research into caffeine continued and its effects on the human body were discovered in the 1980s. But what happens when caffeine enters the blood? The coffee we drink ends up in the small intestine. The wall of the small intestine contains several capillaries, which are tiny blood vessels which absorb the caffeine. The caffeine travels through the blood till it reaches the blood-brain barrier within the capillaries of the brain. The blood-brain barrier acts as a checking station and does not let the substances pass through easily. Glial cells are like security guards at the barrier. They only let in oxygen, glucose, and other nutrients essential to the functioning of the brain. Caffeine looks similar to the substances that are essential for the brain, so the glial cells accidentally let them pass. The caffeine which passes through the glial cells reaches the neurons, also known as nerve cells. Inside the brain, there is a net-like structure of nerve cells called neurons. Normally, whatever action our body performs sends out a message to the brain which says get excited. The message is converted to an electrical signal which passes between the neurons. Since neurons are not connected physically to each other, a chemical called a neurotransmitter passes on the signal. The neurotransmitters give the signal to the neurons to get excited. The electrical signal or nerve impulse causes the small pockets called vesicles in the neurons to get excited or stimulated. The pockets release adenosine triphosphate along with the neurotransmitter. The adenosine formed gets attached to the adenosine receptor in the preganglionic neuron and slows down brain activity by reducing the release of substances from the pockets of the neuron. Caffeine has almost the same molecular structure as adenosine, so when it gets attached to the adenosine receptor, it is fooled into binding with caffeine. Adenosine, which slows down the release of substance from the nerve cells, now works in reverse, causing the neurotransmitters to go into overdrive. Now I'm going to tell you 10 surprising facts about coffee. Number 1. The drink dates back to 800 AD. Number 2. Coffee beans aren't beans, rather it's the pit or the seed that's found inside the coffee cherry. Number 3. There are two main types, Arabica and Robusta. Number 4. Brazil grows the most coffee in the world. Number 5. Only 2 US states produce coffee. Number 6. Coffee drinkers tend to live longer. Number 7. 1 cup of black coffee only has 1 calorie. Number 8. Decaf does not mean caffeine free. Number 9. The largest cup of coffee ever filled was a 9-foot tall cup. Black coffee after the meal is quite delicious and it also has the ability to prevent bad breath. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share and click the notification button so you don't miss out on any of my new and educational videos. Bye!